All right, all right, all right, all right. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. We are live. This, you know what? I've been thinking about this for like the last 24 hours. I really, really have. Let me see. Let's see. Invite. Let's invite this guy. He's here. I appreciate you, Scott Ferry, coaching. Thank you for joining. And let's say, hey, how you doing? I think I sent you the invite. Did you get it? Okay, so I'm going to send you another invite. So I apologize if it didn't go through. But thank you very much for joining. And we're just going to wait for a few more people to get in the room. And I think this is going to be different from like most of the lives that we do. Let me go ahead. There's another person I sent invite to. I want to get them in here. I think Omnipotent Queen might be able to join us. But the good thing is I'm giving away 10 copies of my course. And where is the search on this thing? I don't know. And I'm not going to auto allow, but we'll get through this. So give me 1 second. We're going to wait for some people to get in here. I actually started on time, not a minute late. But yeah, you're here. Thank you for joining. How have you been?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Oh, okay, great, great. I want some insights from you because hopefully we'll get some people in here that are actually going through trauma bonds, and you're a trauma recovery coach, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm thinking you can add a new level of understanding to this for many people. I think Sanchez is joining us. I'm not sure if Omnipotent Queen is going to be able to come in. She's taking care of something personal. I don't know if she finished that yet. So tell me a little bit about your coaching while we wait, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, well, I got into coaching because it's my passion to help people, especially since I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse.
Okay.
I was married to a narcissist, and it took me a while to recover from it. And I was like, no one should go through that alone.
Yeah. I mean, you think a lot like me. I mean, once you realize actually hey, Big Ike, what's going on? Once you realize what you've gone through, it almost sends like this wave of panic into your system, and you're like, wait, somebody else is out there that doesn't realize what they're going through.
Yeah, you get like waves of anxiety, depression, confusion.
Yeah, the depression, the confusion. I was confused. Because during the trauma bond stage, it used to frustrate me so much that I would think about them. And common sense was telling me, why are you thinking about this person? Hold on 1 more second. I'm sorry, I'm letting somebody else in here. I was like, why are you thinking about this person? Why is this person on your mind? And I couldn't
realize. Constant rumination, yes.
How did you deal with that? If you don't mind me asking, if it's too personal, don't say anything.
No. I'm an open book. I refocus on my needs.
Okay.
And my desires. And if I had to say something or do something, and I didn't want to talk to that person, I just wrote it down. I journaled a lot.
Yeah, very good.
Journaling helped me tremendously. How about you?
Me, I fell into that hypervigilant pit where I just threw myself into projects. It seemed like I would finish up a project, tap myself on the back, and jump into another one. However, it turned out to be, it worked out because it was actually the Now movement that I was building. So I was doing like 18-hour days sometimes, researching, getting stuff put up, deciding what was important information to give to survivors. And then slowly that slowed down, Not that I stopped creating, not that I took focus off of the Now movement, but what started to happen was I started to notice that I could take a break. I could calm down.
Yeah.
I wasn't in danger. I think that's our nervous system trying to remind us that there's danger.
Yes, because like you were just traumatized and you were just in a hypervigilant mode, and you just had to keep doing stuff.
Yeah. And it kept my mind off of what I like to call the shit show, because many survivors play those scenarios over in their heads, and it's painful. It really is painful because, I mean, I've had vivid dreams in my life, but when you're replaying those moments, it could be during waking hours, it could be during working hours. They just intrude, and I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why.
Yeah, reality becomes nightmare.
Yes.
Reality becomes a living nightmare. Because
Yes.
like you're stuck. You're awake and like you're in this crazy world where nothing makes sense.
Yes. Yes. And you're trying to make sense of it. You know, Ike says he had too many strokes. Yeah, Ike. Yeah. You know what? I think, and I'm going to let Scott Ferry talk about this, if you don't mind. The health. You know, many survivors, I myself have experienced it, where your health actually takes a turn sometimes for the worse due to the abuse that you're experiencing.
Yeah, narcissistic abuse is holistic because it attacks the mind, the body, the soul, the spirit. It attacks everything. Because everything is connected.
Yeah. I gotta add somebody in here. Let's see if they. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I have no clue. But yeah, everything is connected. We are whole human beings, and I believe, and this is my theory, is, you know, once you start to understand what you're in, you know, it becomes this disconnect between your nervous system and your mind. Your mind being the rational part of you.
You're in an internal civil war with yourself.
That's the best way of saying it. Thank you. You know, and you're constantly being put on tilt. But in the process, stress, that's causing stress. And any medical professional will tell you too much stress is not good for you. It's going to cause health problems. And then I think, you know what, I may be wrong, but since I understand that the narcissist knows everything that they're doing, I think they actually see your health diminishing. And they take a little joy and pride in that. You know, how do you feel about that?
They want to destroy you. They hate themselves so much that they can't see you healthy. So they do everything to destroy you.
Yes, yes. Janana Mama, thank you for joining. Thank you. Thank you for joining. We have Janana Mama. She's a longtime follower of these, just like you are, Scott Ferry.
Hello, everybody.
Hey. Right now, since Scott Ferry is actually a coach, okay, we were actually talking about his viewpoints on narcissistic abuse and how it affects. We just got through talking about how it affects the physical health of the victims. You know, if it's not too personal, did you experience that at all with your narcissistic abuser, where you felt?
Oh yeah, like I experienced a lot of health problems. I actually, because of narcissistic abuse, I actually gained like 100 pounds.
Damn.
And I was like, what is going on? And then my health went, my mind went, everything went, because I was being completely dismantled by a narcissist. Got out of that situation, and everything returned.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I was in a toxic situation. I was in a war that I didn't know I was in.
Yeah, you didn't sign up for that. You got recruited. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was trapped, and then it was like, oh, we're in a war right now.
That's the feeling. What about you, Janana Mama?
Oh yeah, definitely. I even got a heart murmur.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think it was from the arguing and fighting all the time, trying to get my point across, you know, which, you know, would never happen because they can never take accountability. But totally.
That's not happening. Don't bet the farm on that.
Yeah, they're the masters of blame shifting.
Yeah.
And gaslighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, and I got so frustrated thinking that I was actually going to prove my point, but no, I got a heart murmur, and I got really bad anxiety. So I used I smoked a lot of
herbals, yes.
Yeah, I was up to like an ounce a week.
Yeah.
Definitely wrecks your nervous system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I was kind of Yeah, they screwed me up. Where you gained weight, I lost pounds and pounds and pounds, and I started to lose vision in this eye due to glaucoma. But as you pointed out, Janana Mama, the constant arguing, the constant stress, it just like sped it up. It just put it on a fast track. And I really think that they took joy in it because I'm a visual person, I'm a creative. And anytime I complained about my eye, I'm like, how am I going to edit videos? I basically put down my cameras. I couldn't see myself taking pictures because I couldn't edit correctly. And I think they took great joy in that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They take joy in other people failing.
Yes. And you would think, again, I think this is why I opened this up and I needed to, because my opinion is my opinion, as many people would think. But I think by us discussing the things that we actually went through, it's going to actually help somebody else see through that fog. And that fog can be super dense at times.
Yeah. It's a reverse the effects of the gaslighting.
Yes, you hit it right on the nose. Janana Mama, I mean, how do you feel about the whole gaslighting thing? We've all experienced it. You know, because they ramp it up slowly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not, I have no right to speak out on things that, would affect him and his, well, for me, my ex, he's my ex now. He moved his baby mama in and still pursued me. Yeah. Well, and then eventually her husband moved in and they had their daughter and his son, and they were living in public housing, and and for me to say anything, which she was creating a lot of chaos for us,
right,
as well, because she's a narcissist as well.
Damn.
But for me to say anything, it was I was just being jealous. I needed to accept that they're going to raise their son together, which was totally dysfunctional, and I had to try to live in that and try to be in that chaos, and when I see myself, I remember I had to drive like an hour and a half to go stay with him, and I stayed with them.
Wow,
this is ridiculous.
That's different.
Crazy.
Yeah,
this is totally. But so I even on my way there, I'd be like, Jen, what are you doing? Like you're putting yourself in the middle of total chaos and dysfunction, and to the point where I couldn't say anything. Like he wouldn't let me speak on anything if she was drunk or they were just, at each other's throats because, they still obviously had something going on, whether it was toxic or whatever, but that's the environment that they thrive in.
I know.
They invited me into it.
I know. That's the crazy part because as you all know, narcissists thinks that everybody thinks like them. And since chaos is their playground, that they're helping you thrive. They're helping you feel better. And most empaths cannot stand chaos. Chaos actually.
No, I couldn't sleep at night. I mean, I woke up in the middle of the night many times just like feeling like I was being bothered by a demon or something. Just wake up, my heart racing, like, sleep paralysis. I don't know what it was. And then if I said anything like, oh my God, I can't even sleep here. I was wrong. I was in the wrong. Oh, well, you need to accept this. I need to be cool is what he kept telling me. I don't know why you can't just be cool.
Yeah.
Why can't you just be cool?
Did he do
good for me and my kid.
Did he do the they that me and the Omnipotent Queen always talk about? That imaginary person that agrees 100% with them and actually tells them that you're crazy. Did you have the magical they person?
It's triangulation.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, it was her. It was his baby mama.
It's like if people agree with me, you're the one who's crazy. It's like they're bringing in external parties to devalue you.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? And that's like the most insidious thing about the gaslighting effect is because there becomes a stage while you're still in the fog that you actually believe that what you're saying, what you're thinking, what you're trying to get across to them is unusual or abnormal.
Yeah. I did a lot of inner work because of it, because he was like, you got the problem, you need to accept this, you need healing, right. You're not emotionally mature. Everything that he wasn't, he was projecting onto me, obviously. Now looking back, I'm like,
yeah.
I did struggle with it, and of course I'm going to struggle with that. I'm not going to accept that for my reality.
Yeah, they want you to demolish your boundaries. They want to completely destroy all your boundaries.
Yep.
And then they wreck you, and then they blame you for wrecking you, for them wrecking you.
Yeah. Hey, Reiki, thank you for joining. Ismail, I missed somebody. I just want to thank these and Chantelli Lace for coming in. Big Ike is talking about he was thinking about his ex. Believe it or not, Big Ike, I'm going to tell you something I tell a lot of people. By you even thinking like that, you're giving them power. Okay? You are feeding back into their playground. You're inserting yourself
back into their life. They want you to be focused on them all the time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. The narcissist, I mean, that's the strange thing about them is they're
irrational.
Yeah, they are. I think all week long I've been talking about stop thinking this is a normal person. It makes it a little bit easier, as far as pulling yourself out of the fog. Thank you, Chantelli, for following me. And you know what, guys, if you're here, I know it's a small crowd, but if you are here, do me a favor. Follow these creators. These are actually great people. Janana Mama, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong.
No, that's perfectly correct.
Uh-huh.
That's correct.
Okay, cool.
Right. You say it right.
And Scott Ferry is actually a trauma coach. So, I think, oh, you've been here for 200 minutes. Thank you. I mean, over the course of some time. Thank you. But yeah, follow these creators. I think, I can talk about this stuff until the cows come home, but it's just my opinion,
Me too.
And I need people.
And I do.
Huh? You do talk about it?
I do talk about it, yeah. On TikTok. Even though I'd be worried that he's going to find my channel, he's going to see everything I said, I have gone through the motions of being like, okay, I'm taking this one down, certain videos. But then now I'm at the point where you know what? I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold back.
Speak your truth, because they're scared of us.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
They're cowards.
Once you get that power to show who they really are, they become what they've always been, scared little children. Hello,
they don't want you to be bold. They don't want you to have your voice, because they don't have a voice.
Right. They can only lie and deceive and manipulate people to. That's why I really don't care about flying monkeys. Never really cared about them. But I tell my truth. And the way I look at it is I blocked you everywhere. So if it bothers you, you shouldn't be there anyway. So yeah, there's no reason for me to keep this person alive on my social media, even though we have kids together. But there's no reason to keep you active on my social media. So I just
boundaries.
Right? Yeah.
So I block it. They're probably in most of my lives with fake accounts, but I don't care because you don't belong here. That says a lot about you. It doesn't say anything about me, and whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, I lived it, so I'm allowed to tell my truth.
Oh, absolutely. You have a right to your boundaries.
Yep.
You have a right to live a toxic-free life.
Yep.
An abuse-free life.
And I think many survivors need to understand that. Not so much for the revenge factor, because a lot of them say, I'm going to tell the truth about you, and pull off your mask. It's not about that. Sometimes it's just letting it out. You've probably gone through years of this shit, and you've had nobody to talk to.
Some of us decades.
Yes, exactly. And you've had no one to share this with. And the few people you did share with, they tell you that stupid stuff that I had, just get over it.
Yeah.
They were just
like you were never seen and heard in their relationship.
Yes.
But we want to be seen and heard.
Yes. So that's why
they silenced us.
Yes, they did. And how
they stole our voice from us.
Yes, you guys are like 129% on point. This is exactly what happened. And I think this is why I go live, because my day is it's busy as hell. But I think about this after I get my morning routine done. This is what I start thinking about. This is what I start thinking about, because, as Scott Perry said, I feel a need to reach more people, because I just look at people. I mean, there's been times I've been in the supermarket just air hustling, and I'm like saying to myself, oh my God, this person just devalued them. They're gaslighting them right in front of me. This person's probably in a narcissistic dynamic.
Yeah.
And they don't see it.
They don't
see it. I was blind.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, what is going on? This is like so confusing.
What would you guys tell? I'm going to shut up. What would you guys tell people that are starting to question what's going on? Because usually that's the first sign. When you stop holding on to hope and you start to question, like, yo, something is really off. Go ahead. Yeah, take your time.
Focus on your needs. Focus on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not focusing on the narcissist. Focus on yourself.
Yes.
Focus on your body, your nervous system.
Yes.
And have some boundaries. Start with boundaries, because boundaries are the end all be all.
Yes. Yeah.
And also, if other people do not respect your boundaries, they do not respect you. And they should not be in your area.
Can you say that again before Janana Mama speaks, please?
Oh, yeah. The boundaries are everything. Mm-hmm. So set boundaries. If people do not respect your boundaries, they do not respect you. And if they do not respect you, then they should not be in your life.
Yes, I agree with that completely. What would you like to say about this, Janana Mama? And thank you so much for the Like Stories of Strangers. And thank you for joining our panel.
You're welcome. I would like to say similar. Yeah, start doing things for yourself, as little as it needs to be. Setting boundaries is a big first step, and also just doing the littlest things. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to like step out, step away from all that drama and chaos you've been pulled into, and because we're just trying to figure our way out.
Right.
There's that fog that we talked about, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, and I like to say that because like when you see there is a better future for yourself just down the other path. You can kind of look to the future if you want to. You can look to the future and say, what would happen if I stayed on this path?
Mm-hmm.
And then what would happen if I took a 180 or and I turned this way?
Yes.
Instead of like focusing on this motherfucker, sorry, but instead of focusing on all this shit. Golly.
And we all feel like that, so you just said that.
Yeah, no, but that's very good insights. I agree with both of you, but people need to start doing things for themselves. And Stories of Strangers, if you've got something to add on, you can unmute your mic and just jump into the conversation. It's completely up to you. But yeah, you have to at some point start doing for yourself, because the narcissist, I mean, this Bernie Madoff, just in front of you all day long, they have made you think that they took something, from you. They actually, near the end of that relationship, you feel like something has been robbed from you. That's because you've been feeding into them, whether it's keeping the peace, whether it's trying to get them to bring back the person you saw in the beginning. No matter what, you're feeding into them, their dynamic, and you actually lose yourself. So like you both said, do little things for yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Take yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. Because like they future fake so much. Like I had myself waiting to go out, do something. I had myself think, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take a walk in nature.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're never gonna show up. I mean, they might. I don't know, but no. Very few and far between do they show up for you. Yeah. But you got to show up for yourself. And like that's a hard truth to swallow, because, and as you're taking a drink there, but like that's a hard truth to swallow, is that you can't put your own self-care in somebody else's hands, no matter who, even if they are the most caring person in the world. Hopefully that's what we end up finding, is someone who's very caring, very kind, understanding, and loving, and can be that partner in life. But we can't give that power to anyone else
No.
Because that's giving our own power away.
No.
Self-love, self-care, boundaries.
Yeah.
Those three things are essential.
And they're a great place to start. They're a great place to start.
Sorry.
Yeah. Stories of Strangeness. Would you like to add on to this? I see you took your mic off.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, it's Friday.
We're surviving.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Talking it out.
That's good. That's right. So the best thing you can do, right, when you first start seeing the patterns and the behaviors, by that time, you know, they've already moved on their next supply. They've already started love bombing, they already started mirroring, like you can tell by the little slight little changes. So right there, you're noticing already, but you're bringing it up to them, and of course they gaslighting. So right there, they've already starting to they're starting to hurt your ego. Right there, the hurt is already starting. So so now you're questioning. So already you're like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. So the thing that you need to do is, and it's the hardest thing, is you know what's going on. You know they cheating. Like, you see the patterns. You know they doing it. Like, you know it. You got to accept it. Like, come on. Like, so they cutting off intimacy from you. Like, don't want to touch you. Like, we already know the little patterns. Like, but it's the thing you can do is go back to yourself, because before we met them, we were somebody.
Yes.
Before we met them, we had our being. We had identity. We had confidence.
Yep.
So what they've done is, oh yeah, before he leaves or she leaves me, I'm going to break their confidence. I know there's somebody.
Yep.
I know they're strong.
Yep.
That's why it took so long for them to let you go, because they were figuring you out. All of your strong points, all of your access points. Yep. They were figuring. That's why they had to get so close.
Yep. And it's good. I'm sorry.
They look at us as competition. They want to destroy us.
Yes.
Yes.
I've never understood that dynamic. Here we are, supposedly in a relationship, and I feel like it's the Yankees against the Red Sox. You know, deep down inside, that's how I'm feeling, because, you know, it seems like, I always say this because it is actually one of my favorite songs. Anything you can do, I can do better. It was a song by the Alcoholics. And that is the narcissist mindset. I mean, literally, you say that you can do something, they will. I've been doing that for years. I went to school for that. You know, when I was born, they injected me with something that. Go ahead.
They're lies anyway.
That's exactly what they do.
Well, guys, you about to say something.
All the time.
And they know, so basically, they know you're about to pull away. So before you pull away, they're going to start trashing you. They're going to start saying everything.
Evaluation mode.
You're nothing.
Yep.
If you're weak.
Yep.
And they know this. Like, they know you're not weak. Everything they're saying, basically, it's the
projection
of what you are.
Yep.
Projecting.
All the things that they try to destroy about you on their way out is them admitting what they fear is lacking inside of them.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Their deep psychology they're not willing to look at.
Yep. One of the things, and I know that, do you do coaching, Janetta Mama?
I'm trying to coach myself.
Okay, that's the beginning.
First,
Everything starts with ourselves.
You got to start with yourself.
I end up coaching people in just regular situations. Like, somehow people just know, they start spilling the beans to me, and then I'm just like, okay, I know what to say.
Right. Hey, what's up,
I like, that is one of my goals. So
I think you're on the right path. I think by, again, empaths, we care. Most people that are not empaths, if they even slightly go through this, just like the transitional new supply, they slightly go through this, they just say, well, I got through it, I don't care about anybody else. Whereas empaths, I'm just trying to read this. Whereas empaths actually want to help. There's something inside of us. You know, and again, I talk about this often and people agree with me, some people don't. the Carl Jung theory that narcissists and empaths are basically flip side of the coins. It's like this big, long, universal battle, and I think that's why they need to destroy us. I think, and I'm not even going to say the spiritual warfare thing. I just think that this is just the way it works out in nature. This person was created from almost the same pain that empaths are created from. And for some strange reason, once they lock on to us, it becomes, I am going to freaking destroy you. I am going to make sure that you cannot, you're going to do a lot worse than when I met you. And usually
they want to end us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They want to destroy us.
Yeah. And you know what? I tell this when I'm actually on Zooms with people, I have to remind people, and you've heard this a lot, the day before you met the narcissist, you were probably doing all right. You were doing pretty good. You got your little problems. Life was a little bit off maybe, but you were all right. You weren't going through the ish that you're going through now. And I don't know why people, empaths, I think that's a character flaw in us that we care so much, because we've been the ones that overgive. We'll give our life. You give us a good enough story. Hey, this is my last dollar. I don't know how I'm going to eat, but here.
That's why boundaries are everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because we can. I feel like empaths. A lot of us, we give our last cup of water to people when we need to have that cup of water for ourselves, so then we can help other people.
Yep, especially in the desert. Yeah, I can see
myself doing that. Because if we're dead, then we can't save other people. We have to save ourselves first. Then we can save other people.
Yeah. Salome.
And the narcissist knows this, so that's why they want to destroy us.
Yes. Let me just say, I just see this question. Do you guys see the questions?
Yes.
Oh, feel free to jump in. This is our live. Feel free to jump in.
Okay.
Thank you for joining, Salome Campbell. Do one of you guys want to take this from her?
Let's see the question.
Or him? I don't know.
Yeah, I would recommend just focus on yourself. I mean, stop focusing on the enemy or the person and start focusing on your needs, because an ally would respect your needs.
Uh-huh.
An enemy would deny your needs.
Right.
So focus on yourself, and then they will choose whether to be with you or not.
Yes.
But focus on yourself. Raise the standards, have some boundaries, work on some boundaries, and behind those boundaries, you'll get some self-care and self-love.
Yep. What do you guys think? What do the rest of you guys think? Thank you for the likes.
Salome Campbell.
Yeah.
I would like to say, that just happened to me actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I started doing things more for myself. Instead of waiting for him, I joined a hiking group. I think they can sense it. I think that, I don't know how, but out of nowhere, he comes around. He's like, hey, so you gonna forgive me? And I felt like I was at a place where I can start to forgive you. And then I'm working out. I'm going to the gym, and I think that when they sense that you're getting back on your feet, they can't stand it. And they just want to knock you. So him pulling you back in with the love bombing is going to eventually turn into a discard, which starts with what do you call it? Where they negate you. They try to break you down slowly.
They want to capture you, to devalue you, destroy you.
Yes, to destroy you again, knock you down off your high horse, because they are always going to be in competition with you.
Yes.
And to the point, for me, he created an AI version of me and said he was going to do stuff on TikTok that was in my line of work, which is yoga, meditation.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, okay, no, I got to get serious about this.
Yeah, cray.
Yeah, no more fucking around. So take that, keep your stance, and I know even if you're still dealing with them, you just pay attention to the patterns. And like for me, I waited till I saw the opportunity, and I used it to get out of it.
Very good.
Because like he started coming at me, and he even accused me of my hiking group, because there's guys in it, of doing sexual favors for these guys out in the woods. And I'm like, okay, now you're calling me a hoe.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
yeah, and it wasn't just a couple weeks before. He was love bombing me. Yeah. And so that's probably what he's doing. I know exactly.
Well, that's how they project what they're doing. Yeah.
But I'm right now. I'm abstaining from all that because I figured that was one of the powers that he had over me, was the sexual energy thing, and like I was like, well, I'm taking that away.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. And I hate to interrupt you, but yeah, that's the thing, because that's part of the package that we're getting. A lot of people don't realize it, because the act of intimacy doesn't calculate the same way in their heads. So yeah, they're going to be.
They're trying to get power.
Exactly, and if they can use intimacy,
everything is transactional for them.
Just thank you. Yep. It's a transaction. There's no feelings attached to it. It's nothing there. You know. What I try, just to answer to before I let you guys take back over, one of the things that I tell people is, you have to be, once you start setting those boundaries, you kind of know already there's something wrong with this person. Once you start setting these boundaries, once you start taking your life back, once you start, I don't know what's it doing, once you start actually saying to yourself, hey, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to reclaim myself. Be prepared for the fact that they might leave. See, if you're holding on to the fact that they're going to stick around,
we have to kill our codependency. That's what we mean. We have to kill our codependency, because they thrive on our codependency.
Yes. Yes.
So if we kill our codependency and have some boundaries, they are powerless. That's why they want us codependent, and they want us to have no boundaries. They want us addicted to them.
Yes. T2017, thank you for joining. It's insane how, again, I always, you have to take accountability, because they can't. You know, we always see the red flags. We do. There's no person that is going through narcissistic abuse that can say, you know, I was completely blindsided. No, you saw it. You as an empath just tried to fix it or put the shit back on course.
You tried to rescue them.
Yep, exactly. Now, another question.
You can't rescue people who don't want to rescue themselves.
Yes.
Well, they do the tricky thing where they get you to believe that your life is connected to theirs. And so we tend to fight for their image out in public. You know, like we're out in public, you know, they're going to like, they're the cool guy. They're the most awesome. Oh, yeah, I know all this stuff. And you're just there just like, want to say something, but you also don't want to like, you don't want to look bad either.
Right.
Because they want to connect you to them. They want to enmesh us.
Yes.
They want, like, there's no boundaries, there's nothing. We are an extension of them.
Right, because there's something in you that they can use to, I guess, strengthen their mask. 99% of the time.
Oh yeah, we are part of their mask. We are part of their. We are an accessory.
Yep, because what we have inside of us, the thing that we thought that we brought to the table was actually the thing that they need to destroy. But before they destroy it, I don't know why they do this, but they think that they can take it from you. You know, like some kid's fairy tale, like, oh, I'm here and I can absorb all of your powers, all of your greatness I can absorb. And I found in hindsight, looking at my relationship situationship was the fact that that's when the anger kicked in. I think when they came to realize we were playing anything you can do, I can do better, and we were failing miserably at it. This is years of my life that I've been doing this. And that's when the anger really started to rear its head, you know, because they soon found out, like, I can't do what he does, you know. And the strange thing is I would try to teach them, but that whole feeling that they are superior would never, they're never going to allow you to show them the right way or show them how to do something that you do, because
they're arrogant.
Yes, they're very arrogant, and they think by default, like I said, everybody they know has masters in shit that I'm trying to teach them, you know, or they went to school for it. You know, you ask them a simple question. When I first met this person, I had machines in every house, computers. I'm a geek, you know, and every machine I explained it. I was like, every machine has a different job. I use this machine for this machine, so on and so forth. And they went down this long rabbit hole of, yeah, I've been doing this all my life. Everybody comes to me about computer problems, this, that, and the other. And I went to get on her laptop, and one of the kids that did something, I think they downloaded something, and I'm like looking for the antivirus to stop it. There's no antivirus on the computer. So I'm asking them, I'm like, where's your antivirus? What's that? I no, literally, I actually gave them the Spock look, like, are you serious? You know, but this is what they do. They need to feel as if they know everything, they can do everything, and God forbid that you call them to task. How many have heard this statement? Why are you trying to test me? When you ask them a real question, why
you just want a simple, answer from them, and then attack you.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to answer that because you're trying to test me. No, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, the true question is like, I want to know the answer. Just like, can you help me?
Yeah. I never did. That ever happen to you, Janana Mama?
Oh yeah, like every little thing I did was I was testing him.
Yeah.
And then he used to get away with threatening me like, okay, I'll be done with this. I'm done with you. And I used to be like, okay, hold on, wait, you know. But now I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, bye. No. Finally.
It came to the point where we couldn't watch stuff together because it would be a literal question that I'm seeking information. Plus the fact that you said you've done this your whole life. You know, so I'm asking you a question. Why are you trying to test me? No, I'm serious. I know nothing about this. No, I think you're trying to test me. No,
I'm done helping people. I'm not helping people anymore. That's what.
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah.
And I realized I'm like, I'm
nothing. They create fights out of nothing.
Let's talk about that.
And they create a fight.
Let's talk about that. Please, let's talk about that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
No.
Chaos. Created chaos. Manufactured chaos.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, it could be anything. It's usually if they walk past you enough and they feel that you're settled or you're at peace or you're actually happy. You know, if they go ahead.
They want to wreck our peace. They want to wreck our nervous system. They want to wreck our lives.
Yes.
Because they are jealous of us.
Yes. You know, I don't know if it's the empath thing or what, but they truly, truly become. It's insane because there were times where I'm just focused on what I'm doing in front of the computer. And, oh, by the way, did you in a very nasty attitude? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not even bothering you. Can you just leave me alone? You know, and
they don't want to stay in their lane.
It's not even stay in their lane. It's like you're too freaking into your life.
Oh yeah, they want to cause chaos.
Yes. Have we experienced
I called it stepping on my toes. Why are you always stepping on my toes? You know.
Oh, absolutely. We all did that.
Oh my God.
Stomping on them.
What about you, Stories? You
that scares them. Like even if let's say still with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it scares them. Like, let's say you off work one day and you just out, you did a couple of chores. Mm-hmm. Let's say you might be in the room, like sleep, or you just chilling on your phone. Mm-hmm. They'll come in there and say, "What are you doing? You're lazy. You don't do anything. Like, why don't you?" They do that all the time. They hate to see you resting. They hate to see you happy. Oh my God! Like,
and then after you get out of bed, they'll crawl in and go to sleep.
Right?
Yeah. Am I lying? Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, to a T.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed because I've seen you describe everything to a T. I'm like, yeah, I need to be here. I need to be here. This is where I need to be. I said, oh yeah. And like
me too.
Even with the
they all have the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I think when narcissists are created, a little demon pops out and passes them the script. I do. I've come to believe that. This is shit.
They all have the same playbook. They all do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
They all cause chaos.
You change that name. I'm going to put you in this location, but follow the script to the T, and you will win. Let me ask you guys another question. This is one of the hardest things. It's the realization. Okay, this is one of the hardest things that, as survivors, that we have to deal with after the fact, especially if you've been in this dynamic for years, or as Scotty says, for decades. When you realize that they never really loved you. Can we talk about that for a second?
Oh yeah, like everything's a lie, and then you question everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you start blaming yourself. Then it's like, how did I allow this to happen to me?
Right?
Like, am I like an idiot? Am I crazy? Like, what is going on?
Yep.
And like your life is just like completely destroyed. Your nervous system is wrecked, and you don't know how to rebuild your life because your whole reality melts.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we got to the point where we realized we got played, and then we also got to the point where we realized we've been playing ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's the better side of it.
Absolutely.
When you realize,
then once you reclaim yourself,
once you reclaim yourself, and once you get that power in your body,
you
become unconquerable. You become unbeatable. You become
unstoppable.
The third version of yourself.
Yeah. Or like my favorite show now, Invincible.
That's
But you know what? One of the things, and you guys brought up some great points. We blame ourselves, okay? But I think due to, and this is just me thinking out loud, it becomes super hard because when you're talking about years and decades, once that realization hits you, everything crumbles. Everything crumbles. Every action you've taken, every vacation you went on, every late night session of talking about nothing, it all crumbles down once you realize, huh?
Oh yeah, and that's years of your life just gone. And like you said, you feel like you were robbed.
Yes.
Because you were robbed.
Yeah, and they don't care.
Of your focus too, because like how many hours I spent on the phone, just like him in the background. We're not even really having a conversation, but I think it was just so he could keep tabs on me. Right. But yeah, and then like I realized the next day I wake up, I'm like, why didn't I hang my towel up like I usually do? Oh, because I was on the phone with him. Or why didn't I finish the dishes like I usually do? Oh, because he was in the background with his chaos, this cloud of chaos. And even though I'm not really with him, mentally I'm focusing on his chaos.
Right.
And wanting to help him and help him.
They want to unleash on him.
Yeah. And taking my focus from my actual purpose is, like that's something I chose, to lend him an ear was basically lending him time, energy, years of it.
Years, and that is the scary thing because it is years, and that's what hurts is the amount of years that when people keep on coming into this invite thing and I keep on missing them. Thank you so much for the hot puff. I appreciate you. I really do. I think time was the big thing for me. The time wasted. It wasn't decades. It was close to a decade, but it wasn't decades. But it was years of my life that I could have used someplace else. Hey, Renee J, thank you for joining. I could have been doing something else. I could have been doing anything. I could have been hiking in Tibet, but it wouldn't have been time wasted. And I think that's
steal your life from you.
Right. They steal.
Especially if you let them know your next move, because they'll slowly, like break that down. Like, well, why would you do this? And then, little by little, they're like breaking down your actual moral compass.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I got to give away some of these books, and I haven't been talking about not books, the course. Just send me a message, and I will send you the link and the code that will actually give you the 0 payment discount. But let me just, and Cindy Lou, who is here, you better join us, girl. She says
she's got some messages.
Yeah, we have to rise up and start anew. It will be okay. Open new chapters. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You have no choice in the matter. You have no choice. So many people. There's somebody right now that tried so damn hard that they're probably sitting in a mental ward because they just can't figure it out.
Absolutely.
I was looking at a study because every once in a while I'll just get up and study some aspect of this. I was surprised at the amount of people that just exit this plane of reality because they don't understand why. I think taking the chance, and I know it's hard to write a new chapter. I know it's hard, but thank you for sharing this. It is kind of hard, but it beats the other things. Take out the pen, and that's why I try not to make it hard. Just focus on the day before you met them. Just get back there. You don't have to start a Fortune 500 company. Hypervigilance helped me a little bit, but
just get back to yourself.
Yeah. I think that was the pathway for me because I'm like goal orientated, so that helped me, and I wasn't around them. I went no contact. I wasn't dealing with them. I wasn't saying anything to them. So, yeah, sometimes you need some place after the battle to go lick your wounds. You do, because they are wounds, and by you trying to disavow it, you're making it so much harder. What do you guys think about that? Stories of Strangers, we haven't heard from you. Second, thank you for answering those questions in the chat. But yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah, like that's the hardest part. Is like actually realizing they never loved us, and it was an act, and it's it's devastating. But the reality of it is like you have the strength to actually let go, but that's why it took so long for them to break you down, learn you, because they knew you were too strong. You were a tough cookie. They knew that. So that's why it took them a while. They had to do all these things, and so they know you're gonna get yourself back together. You're gonna piece yourself together. They know that. But they're expecting you to off yourself, because if you off yourself, that way they can save their image. There's nobody around to tell their dirty secrets and who they really are behind closed doors.
Yep.
That's what's going on.
Yes.
They're hoping.
Yep.
They want to end us.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it sounds scary, but it's true, because it's like they say in those operative movies, you got to tie up all loose ends. The mask must be protected. So yeah, you're the one that knows, and I think this is part of the reason why they ramp up the abuse so much near the end. I don't think it's just for the reverse discard. I think they're literally trying to see.
They want to put us out of commission.
Yeah.
They said, if I can't control you, if I can't dominate you, no one can.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're playing us close is what they're doing.
Yep, because they don't want the truth. See, it's people like us, we're like the narcissist's worst nightmare. Okay? Just for the fact that we can get on these broadcasts, we can get on these lives and say, we've all experienced something similar. So that actually confirms that, hey, if you're going through this too, good chance, really good chance that you're dealing with a narcissist.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I got one more question for you guys. I don't know what happened to you, Cindy Lou. I sent you the invite. That's to come in again. I want you in here. This is a really good question. What does choosing yourself look like now? Not once you first came in the fall. What does it look like now?
Doing stuff I enjoy. Walking.
Yes.
Doing my stuff, like actually boundaries, self-care, and self-love. Living my life on my terms. not bowing down to other people to be a slave to. Focusing on my needs, and if other people agree with my boundaries, my self-love and self-care, then cool, we can be friends. We can be in a relationship. We can be whatever. If you're attacking me, no, because it's a friend can never act like an enemy, but an enemy can always act like a friend.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I'm going to steal that from you. That's going in my bag of tricks. I like that. Yes. What about you, Janana Mama?
Yes, similar, because just focusing. Wait, what was the question again? Sorry, I got something in my eye. I'm like, oh, ow. No, my eye's burning. That's all I can think about right now.
Okay. What does choosing yourself look like now? Not then, not when you came out of the fall, but what does it look like to you now, choosing yourself?
Keeping no contact.
Okay.
I think I know that's a power move. That's like the best thing that I can continue to do for myself. Mm-hmm. And keeping the door open a little bit. Because like before I would block in, next thing I know, like a couple weeks later I would unblock them. Like I know it's part of the addiction.
It is.
You know. But so I would open the door slightly. Yeah. Or he even showed up at my house one time, you know, which is like after 3 months of no contact, he shows up and I'm like, what? And I opened the door. I didn't need to open the door. Yeah, and I just keep the door shut. Yeah. Keep no contact. That's the best, because then you're shutting the chaos out. You know, it's just like it's too noisy out there, shut the door.
Yeah. Good stories.
Yeah. Like I'll say, just like Scott said, going for walks, and like I like going for walks in like these nice neighborhoods and the nice houses, and just like these parks and these little trails, and also, you know, like speaking things on yourself too. Like if you speak these words on yourself, like we have the power to do that. He said, "Life and death lie in the power of the tongue." Literally. Also, all the things that you wanted to do. That's why when you were with them,
couldn't do it.
They try to shut down your dreams and steal them. Like they try to make it seem like they weren't, but those things they really can't do them because it's not for them. You can do them. You still can do it, but they can't do it. They can't perfect it like you can.
Right.
You got the idea and the vision. You still can do it. That's what's going on. That's why they want to destroy. They know you got the vision. You got the juice. You got it. It's you. You got it. So that's why they ramped up the abuse at the end. Then after they discard you, it's like, okay, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You got it. You got the power.
Oh, absolutely. They want us dependent on them. They want to destroy us at the end, so we come crawling back to them on our knees.
Right. And when you don't do it, I think, for me, it was partly, I'm goal-oriented, so regathering my confidence wasn't that hard once I got a place to heal. But I think for myself, it was just the fact of I didn't have to deal with chaos in me. Wake up wondering what shoe was going to fall next. I didn't have to worry about, and that was a good freaking feeling. Just knowing that if chaos is introduced into my life, more than likely I introduced it. It's not someone else forcing it down my throat. You know, it's not someone else who's, main intent. I have this thing that sometimes I tell to my kids when they get mad at each other and they kind of pick on each other, I'll tell them, don't be the person that passes the pain. And in a nutshell, that's the narcissist. They feel pain inside of themselves. They're very angry with themselves. And what they're doing essentially to their victims is they're passing the pain. Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't.
They're like, here, you hold some of this. Let me process this. I'm like, no, thank you.
And they believe that they are better than us, right here. Feel even more pain than them.
Yeah. They do. They feel that they are entitled to do that. Like, I don't have to deal with this. And the term shit show is something that I picked up in that relationship. Because I would just be like, okay, what's this shit show about? Well, because I started getting hit to the game, it's like, I actually thought maybe she was using OpenAI to figure out ways to get under my skin. I don't know, because it seems
there
like
must be a book out there.
Exactly. You know, I'm seriously.
They've been keeping notes, that's for sure.
Where do you get this stuff from? You know, it's always some emergency. It's like I would think I'm safe because they're on the phone, and it's like, oh my God, you won't believe what just. I don't really care about what just happened. It doesn't matter to me. You know, no, because you've got to help me fix this. It has nothing to do with me. Why?
And they create the problem.
Yes. I think they wake up an hour before us and they're sitting up there on their phone saying, OpenAI, how can I screw up their day? I don't know. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know. So, and I'm gonna ask, and guys, I need you guys, because I think we're at 10, and I got one person in the YT that actually put in choose me for the course. So I need you guys to definitely send me a message, okay? So that way I can send you the course. It's free, 0. Okay, all you have to do is put in the code choose me, all in caps, okay?
Awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. I tend to create free stuff a lot. I never try to be one of those people that say, no, I gotta make money, I need money. I don't want to be that person. So I'll take books that I've created that actually sell on Amazon, and I'll use 11 Labs and turn it into an audiobook. And make it
about restoration, man.
Huh?
It's about healing.
Yeah. And you know what a lot of people don't understand is people think that narcissists just drain us emotionally. They'll drain you financially too.
They'll drain everything from you.
Anything. You know, they'll drain the water out the fish tank. You know, so yeah, I don't want to be that guy. So if you can listen to an audiobook and that'll give you clarity, if you can listen to it for free, that's even better for me. So that's what I tend to do. I do journal posts, my way of sharing in a way how I feel or how I felt, and sometimes how I feel now. You know, I think that was the hardest part, was digging out that vein of, you know, well, maybe I left too soon. You know, I think that was the last hurdle that I had to get through, you know. Maybe if I would have just tried a little bit harder.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So how do you guys feel?
I think we all come to that point.
Yeah. Even in no contact, you're like, you know, and I'm glad I didn't see I'm quite sure that my life is so much better without them. Can someone, since I got you guys here and you guys understand this dynamic, when you're dealing with an adult, okay, that has gone from relationship to relationship, and it begins the same way, that this person is the person they've been waiting for their whole life, and it ends the same way. Okay, no, seriously, it ends the same way. This person wasn't the person that I thought they was. They was the worst person ever. I've been keeping all these secrets, but this is what they was really doing. How come everybody still buys into this? I mean, we're talking about, if you're a 40-year-old person, we're talking a minimum of 3 relationships that begin and end the same exact way.
Yeah.
Right.
Offline monkeys.
Well, like for me, he did that to me. Yeah, I'm the one he manifested, and yeah, by the time I'm questioning it, he's treating me like dirt. I'm like, okay, I thought you tried to manifest me because like this is how you treat your manifestations. You're not very thankful.
The perfect person, and then they try to kill us.
Yeah, but
exactly.
I also do the same thing for his little, whatever he's focusing on at the time being. He'll be all in, like, oh, this is what my calling is. This is my purpose. I thought it was that, but it ain't. It really wasn't that. Now it's this, and it continually changes. It's never ending.
Huh?
Nothing is ever good for them.
Yeah, nothing is their fault. I mean, I don't know.
It's like a new math.
I have 2 grown sons. They're twins. I think if they came back with the same story twice, I'm like, hold on. You've got to take a little bit of responsibility and accountability here. Just a little bit, You had to do something more. There is nobody in this world that stays in a relationship for X amount of years and they were just like Mary Poppins through the whole relationship. Or, who's the guy? I don't know. I'm talking about old shows. But anyway, these perfect individuals, and that's what frustrates me about Flying Monkeys. I really don't care about them. But sometimes, like, if somebody
comes... They empower the system. They empower the narcissistic bullshit.
Yeah.
The experience.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out, it's like, are you really that stupid? And even down to their family.
They're going through it too, they're definitely being put through the whole game as well.
Yeah, the manipulation, I get that, and sometimes it's access. So yeah, I understand all of that, but at the end of the day, if you're not a narcissist, you actually do understand right from wrong. I don't know. That's just the impact.
That's why integrity is important.
Yeah. It is, and I think at the very beginning, I was like, I'm not gonna feed into this shit. I'm not.
And that's what they go after, is your integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to destroy it.
Yeah. And I've been missing a lot of messages from Cindy. Thank you for communicating with us. And Cindy, this is what we do. Cindy said, I wrote notes all over the house. His name became Mr. Krusty on phone. Woo! Oh my God, that's crazy. Hey, what's up, Sanchez? Let me see if I can bring you in here. I sent you the invite. Hold on. I'm going to be in here. There you go. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy how, oh my God. But we do this. We start, like I said, I was a big fan of just putting my phone on record. I would just use up gigs of space. Because I got tired of being lied to. I got tired of being gaslit, and it actually, a few times, I didn't know the value of it until I got out,
Oh, yeah. They chip away at us.
Yeah.
They chip away at us gradually.
Yeah.
Until we're nothing.
Yeah.
I want to follow Cindy Lou. She needs more followers so she can join the lives next time.
Yeah, I don't know why she can't join. Okay. And I see Sanchez there.
So she can't. Doesn't have enough followers.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. But I know Sanchez does.
You need 1,000.
I think if you're invited, I don't think you need to reach that. I think that actually helps creators be able to go live, because I think if you show up, because I was going live when I was like at 300. So.
Hey, Tiffany.
But
hey, thanks for joining.
Yeah. So. When we look at the whole thing, and thank you, Naomi, for joining. When we look at this whole thing, the realization, the truth, the need for power over you, and this is by you not choosing yourself. You actually give them the power. They're just waiting for the moment that you decide not to choose yourself. That argument when you sit up there, you know that you're right, but just to make it go away, what are you going to do? Okay, you're right. And those are pivotal points for them, because they know how far they can push.
Yeah, and they keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't stop. Like, enough is never enough. Look, can I just tell y'all a stupid story? Because it kind of, the narcissist. I'm actually from New York City. So when my twin boys were growing up, arcades kind of weren't the arcades that I went to when I was a kid. So there's this place that was in Times Square called XS. Okay, and they had the newest games and everything else, but super freaking expensive. So I took my twin boys there, and we stayed in there for like 3 hours, and I spent a lot of money in there. So I was like, okay, let's get something to eat and let's go. Okay, being boys, and I think it was about 7 years old, they did not want to go. So I was like, no, it's getting late. Let's get something to eat. Let's go. Let's get back home, because I live in Rockaway, which is like a 2-hour train ride. So we get something to eat, and they say, how come we couldn't stay longer? And we have this conversation all the way home, and I'm trying to be gentle with them. When we get home, they're telling their mother, like, we want to stay longer, blah, 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 boom. And I was like, enough is never enough. You guys are like the name of this place. It's called XS. I was like, it's just excess. To me, that's what the narcissist is. It's just complete excess where they don't want to give you a break. They don't want to give you a breather. They impose themselves on you so much that you just essentially become like you're on tilt.
And they counterparent too.
Huh?
They counterparent to create
I'm going through it
chaos.
now. I got little girls too. I'm going through it now. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I use yellow rock. I do, because I refuse to get drawn in, and I refuse to get drawn in front of my daughter.
They want more chaos, and they don't even love their own kids.
I've been saying this for nobody understands that. They
don't love their kids.
They're worse than pawns. They're constructs. They're worse. The narcissist gives everybody in their life a script, and this is why people get punished, because they come off script.
They think that they are the movie star, and everyone in existence revolves around them.
Yes.
Yeah, I was the wardrobe. I had to make sure we had a mask on.
You was wardrobe.
Yeah.
That was my role. I was sometimes leading actress, but
yeah, no. Their whole life is a movie. It's about them.
Yeah, it's really crazy. There are just so many things that, and that was part. I almost fell back, because I figured, my kids are important. I know this person wants from me. I know what this person, how they want to treat me. Well, if I just go along, I'll have constant and free access to my kids. And then I thought about that for a second. I really did. And I was like, hell's to the no. I'll just have to fight through this. I'll just have to be present for my kids.
Because that's just appalling, because it would never get better. It would get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
They want to kill you.
Yeah. I'm sure you get to see.
They control you through your kids.
Yeah. Well,
absolutely.
I think the Geneva Convention actually has something about the kids bearing arms. Okay, kids are not allowed to bear arms or enter upon a battlefield. Okay, the narcissist doesn't think that way. This is the purpose you serve. I need to get this person back.
Narcissists are war criminals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a book on this somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, one of us needs to write it.
Are like, I can't remember. There's a book out there, like a CIA wrote it about how to manipulate.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the book, but I want to read it, because I feel like that's what's going on. I think he got his hands on that book, or.
I think it's called 48 Rules of Power.
Or 48 Rules of Power.
There's that one.
No, I don't. I think what she's talking about, this was actually written by a CIA operative, and he breaks down all the psychological tricks that they use. Which, believe it or not, I'm going to be honest with you. Hey T, what's up? I think that the narcissist is better than the CIA operative. I do.
Because they live it every day.
I don't think very few operatives can stay deep cover for decades. Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The narcissist can do that. And then on the way out, make you feel like you need to come back.
Yes.
That's
their whole existence is governed by this.
Yeah. I mean,
everything is governed by this.
Yeah. So I don't think.
Yeah, that trauma was serious.
Yeah, I wasn't always a straight arrow growing up, but damn, I've never gone through anything like that. I really haven't. I mean, the type of person.
Well, besides my own mother.
The type of person I am is I could have a full liquor cabinet, okay? And if I wake up one morning and be like, you know what, drinking is boring, I don't want to drink. That shit could sit there for a whole year, and it will not bother me at all.
Substances are different.
But that's what I mean. This hits even deeper.
Yes.
This hits even deeper, where you are literally sick to your stomach, but there's no chemical imbalance. Yes. Yes, there are times when
even though you can easily control a substance, you can be like, okay, I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna feel better. Whereas this human concept of it where you get addicted to a human.
Yeah.
Which gives them more power.
Yes, and that's why, you know.
They can say nope.
Yeah, that's why I started talking about this in the beginning of the week. They know what the hell they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. You know,
everything's calculated.
Yes, from the moment that you said hello and they decided that you were an empath, you became.
Their silent treatment, their discard, that's so calculated.
Yeah, I think that reverse.
Because they create the chaos.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Stories of Strangers? Thanks for coming back. And T wrote, I just hate my knock because he knew I had a ton of trauma and he still chose to mess me up. Even this is I hate to say this, but you were prime material. You really were. You're dealing with something. You are dealing with something, and you shared that with this person. You didn't know better.
They use it as ammo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, guys.
They use your trauma against you. They use your trauma to enslave you and destroy you.
Yeah. I try to let people know that those late night pillow talks and those afterglow talks, they were not for the reason that you thought they were. That was them.
Reconnaissance.
Yeah. That was reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance, yeah.
Yep. Because the things that you shared in complete, hey, listen, you would never hurt me. You would never use this against me. Oh, the day that they raged out, guess what's the first thing they pulled out their bag? That one thing that they knew would hurt you. And yeah, go ahead, guys.
They collect ammunition against you.
Yeah. You know. Have you guys ever noticed when you were in an intense, I'm going to call it an intense disagreement with a narcissist, did anybody else notice the blank face? Not like when you're arguing with someone, like when you're heated at somebody, you're animated and you know what I'm saying? You're moving your hands and everything else. The narcissist is completely, strangely enough, kind of calm. Because what they're doing is they're seeing what darts they throw at you actually stick. And I found that to be insane in hindsight. What do you guys think about that?
You being dysregulated actually is calming to them.
Yes.
They want you to put in chaos, and it makes them feel, oh, okay, I'm not the crazy one.
Yes. What do you feel about that?
Exactly. Yeah, I remember one time it was after, now, I know this might be too much information for a live stream, but it was after DV, and it was like a month afterwards, and I went looking for him.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy to see myself in that position, but I found him, and he was living in his truck, because I had kicked him out after the DV.
Okay.
But I remember after like talking to him that night, and I remember I cried in his face, and I was just pretty much begging him to come back, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I know it sounds so crazy, you know, to see yourself in that position. But I remember him watching me cry, and he had that look on his face, like you're talking about, just kind of like really blank.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's almost like I feel like he wanted to cry with me. I feel like that's what the look, he tried to like mock it almost, you know, like, because I was crying because I wanted him so bad back in my life.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was just the strangest thing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, the whole time he just looked at me so blankly.
No, we all lived it.
Yeah, I understand completely. I think it's that empathy trigger because they know they don't have empathy, so all the pieces they picked up through the years. What should I be saying or doing right now? I think that's probably where you saw that part of where they felt like you felt as if they wanted to join in, because if someone you care about is sad, sometimes that will trigger you to want to cry with them. You know, am I right?
But I feel like he wanted to, but he couldn't actually. You know, I saw the look on his face, like he was like, I want to feel bad for you, but I can't, you know? Yeah.
This is crazy.
And the only reason why he wanted to cry is to better manipulate you.
Yes. Yeah. That was the reaction that he thinks that you needed to see. Like, I'm all in with this with you.
It's all breadcrumbing.
Yeah. We're in the same boat. Guys, listen, I gotta go because I got a Zoom call with my daughters. We need to do this more often. I think this made me feel good. How about you guys?
Oh, I love this. We should do this more often.
Yeah, and I'll jump on you guys' platform.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll jump on you guys' platform if you want.
Okay, T. See you later.
Yeah.
All right.
She got it.
Bye. Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I appreciate everybody. We're going to try to do this often. Maybe not just Friday.
Next Friday?
Next Friday. Let's do it Friday. What do you say? You there?
Okay.
Scott, are you
there? I'm here.
I think for me, it'd be awesome, though. That'd be great.
Okay, well, Ike, you need to share it out. Yeah, that's how we get more people. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Right. Have a good weekend.
Bye-bye. You as well.